top of the video, your girl is back again with another story time. If you're to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even gotta say nothing because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on what? That's on period. And Mary had a little lamb. As y'all can see by the title of the video, I am back again with the true crime videos. Before I get into the video, I do have to give a disclaimer. All the information that I state in this video is public information. It can be found online and I will link it down below. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. So this story is about Lashonda Childs. Lashonda Childs is a 17-year-old girl. She was born in Dayton, Ohio on October the 5th, 2000. At the age of 17, she was a esthetician and she even owned her own business called the Beauty Blender LLC. She was a girly girl and very sociable, y'all. She was like the ultimate it girl of her era. Her family said she would leave flat irons and beauty products all throughout the house. But that all went downhill until she met her boyfriend that was 11 years older than her by the name of Goodwin. At the very start of their relationship, it was very toxic and volatile, began to escalate through the years. And this was interesting because her mother said that Goodwin misled her daughter by telling her that he was 20 years old when she was 17, and they found that out in September 2017. And it's crazy because in 2011, when they initially met, she was only 11 years old. So that would have made Goodwin 20 years old at that time. And I don't know about y'all, but what does a 20-year-old man have anything to do with an 11-year-old? But I digress. So throughout the relationship, it was very turmoil. The police would be called multiple times. I couldn't find much information online about Goodwin's past. The only thing that I could find is that from previous relationships, he had went to jail over 15 times, but he was never prosecuted. Again, throughout the whole relationship, it was very volatile up until 2011 all the way up until 2018. After a few months into relationship, Lashonda attempted to distance herself from Goodwin due to his behavior. Goodwin would frequently take Lashonda's phone, harass her and the family, and make excessive phone calls. Lashonda's mother, Nina, would describe him as someone who would call up to 70 times a day. I don't know about y'all, but if any man called me over 10 times in a row in the same day, that's just a bit too much, and that just shows that you need to be in a psych ward. Like something is wrong with you and you need to be evaluated. But they still continued to date during this time, although that was very alarming to her family and it was frustrating. Lashonda was very active on social media while she was a victim of domestic violence. She even posted that her boyfriend had treated her terribly. She told a story on Facebook that was very alarming to others, and she quoted, "To not ignore the signs." And a lot of times we joke about domestic violence and we may see stuff online saying, oh, we want our man to be a little aggressive or put their hands around our neck, or if he don't pop up to my house, he don't really like me. Even me in previous relationships, if my boyfriend popped up or did, you know, things that were unsolicited, I would think it was like, oh, he loved me or oh, he's attractive. But no, y'all, that's toxic. And I do not blame Lashonda because, like I said, she was a very young girl, and we don't know how she was raised or brought up. I could not find much information about how her father and her mother relationship was.
I just got woke up. I'm talking about 20 messages back to back, screenshots. This nigga talk about you, this and that, this and that. Like, man, this nigga a whole 11 years older than me. I'm 17, he 28. What the fuck is you doing on Facebook over here trying to, you feel me? Like, you make yourself look stupid. This nigga mad because I don't want to come over his house because he got fleas. Like, I really need a brother so he can go over there and beat his ass. Like, this nigga don't got no car. He don't got no house. He live with his sister and his mama. The fuck? Like, I'm not about to keep doing this with the same nigga. Like,
no one realized that she was actually screaming for help. In the Facebook status, she mentioned only some of the ways her boyfriend would abuse her. She mentioned that he would throw her against the wall, that he broke her phone multiple times, he broke bones on her, he made her walk places with a gun pointed at her, he thrown her belongings in the sewer. She ended by saying these were just some of the incidents that happened. And baby, if that's not abusive, I don't know what is. He probably was testing her, because when you're dealing with an abusive person, they're not going to just start off very abruptly throwing stuff and doing crazy stuff. They're going to start little by little. So it might just start with them raising their voice or them just holding up hands, like just little signs. And then one day, you know, it turns into hitting you, slinging you against the wall, and it just escalates. And I'm sure she was trying to get away from him at this time. All of this happened within the first years of her dating him. And she tried to leave him alone, but he just would not knock it off. She ended things with him and he would just pop up. He would hide in abandoned buildings. He would keep calling her phone. He would call her from multiple numbers and he would just pop up. Like, she just couldn't get rid of him. He was like a leech that just would not let go. The fact that he not only physically assaulted her during a robbery attempt, but he also set her wig on fire, causing burns to her left bicep, and it's a clear indication of his cruel and malicious intent. Even after the incident, he continued to send threatening comments to Lashonda and her family and friends. And that's how you know that she was not dealing with a regular man. A lot of times when people are in abusive relationships, that person will only abuse them and they won't really, they will really just put on a show for the family and friends. But no, he was not only abusing her, but he was letting her family know her. She also had a brother. She had three other siblings. So she had one brother and she had two sisters. So she was letting them know that he was gonna abuse her, that he was gonna.
I'm hitting him in his nose. His nose was bleeding. My mama got a picture of his nose bleeding because he sent it to my mama. So his lip bleeding, his nose bleeding, all that. Like, he near wrung his neck out. Y'all, so why this nigga, this when I had that blind frontal, them 30 inches, he pulled my fucking frontal off. Like, he peeled my shit back. Like, I swear to God, this nigga started biting me everywhere. I got a bite mark on my chest from when he started biting me. Like, he's not fucking with me. So I don't know. Like, hands and all, like, he's not fucking with me. So there's like no reason to talk shit. As soon as my brother get dressed, we pulling out. We gonna see what this hollering is about. Like, he had so many questions that day. Swimming at girl, yes, like, he's a stalker. Like, he inboxes everybody and he don't even know nothing about me. Like, that's the thing. He be so lost trying to inbox people, trying to figure out stuff about me and still don't know nothing. Like, what is going on? Like, it's irritating. I got a whole stalker, y'all. A whole stalker. Can y'all keep screenshotting what's on his page for me?
Girl, that's what we got the other page for. You don't need nobody doing nothing.
Girl, he blocked my other page.
I got the other page, remember?
Okay. But for real, like, I woke up to so many screenshots. Like, it don't make no sense. Girl, yes, he posted my picture and everything. Like, boy, you ain't doing nothing but sending all those niggas to my page. Like, I got like 20 friend requests from like 30 niggas. I swear to God, like.
Oh, that's how that started?
Girl, yes, because he posted my picture talking about this little young bitch a hoe. And this, I'm only a hoe because I don't want you no more. And I've been looking for another nigga.
How he dissing you?
And he's scaring niggas out. If you out here and you got a crush on me and you got some money about yourself, inbox me. But you got to know how to fight or you got to know how to shoot.
Okay.
One of the two. Because, oh God, if I had a car, I'd run this nigga over.
It's your shot.
What you say, mama? No, I'm not. He on Facebook posting my picture and stuff. Like, he's a whole bum, and everybody know that. Like, what plan?
Me much information online with what type of relationship she had with her sisters and her brother, or if she was a wild child. They never said she was a wild child. They said she was actually very obedient. So I don't know why he had such a chokehold on her throughout all of these years where they were going back and forth, getting in a relationship and out of a relationship. But her family did express that they knew and they were very aware that Treadell was very volatile and dangerous. On October the 19th, 2018, Goodwin was arrested after Lashonda told police he hit her in the face and he bit her on her left shoulder during an argument about text messages involving another woman. Childs had a flesh bite mark on her left shoulder. The left side of her face was so swollen where she had claimed Goodwin hit her. She also had abrasions on the right side of her neck and her nose was bleeding at the point. That Dayton police officer wrote, but it wasn't the first time seeing something like this had happened. According to reports from Dayton Police Department, there have been also several instances of conflicts between Goodwin and multiple women, which includes his mother, his sister, his former girlfriend, and other women that he had dealings with. And when I read this in the police report, I was like, this right here is alarming. If a man would treat his mother like that, like if his own mother had to call the police on him and multiple other girlfriends, that just shows you like You can't win with crazy. And sometimes guys make it seem like girls are just being nosy when we want to get background checks and we want to, make sure we safe. But no, we really do need to get background checks on some of these men because this is crazy. Not only did his mother have to call the police on him, but several other girlfriends and family members. So this man was really untamed. On September 2018, a woman reported to Dayton police that a person named Trendy Mac on Facebook threatened to kill her after she suggested he get help. She also mentioned that she knew Child's name. The officer who responded to the call had prior knowledge of Goodwin's issue with an ex-girlfriend and deduced that Trendy Mac was actually Goodwin. That's also a sign. Why are you going by multiple names? If you can't use just one name and you have to go by multiple aliens, that's probably because you're crazy. Like, why you have to go by other Facebook names, other phone numbers? Like, a week earlier, the same officer had responded to a complaint about shots fired into a residence of North Upland. Goodwin had received community control after pleading guilty to carrying a concealed weapon in 2016. His probation ended a year after, although he could have been extended for up to 5 years. Goodwin has been booked in Montgomery County Jail approximately 15 times for various offenses dating back to 2011. Although most cases were not prosecuted according to the jail records, it is not known why they were not prosecuted before. Some people believe it was a serious lapse of judgment by the authorities. Probation ended after 1 year, although it could have been extended for up to 5 years. Goodwin had been booked into Montgomery County Jail approximately 15 times for various offenses dating back all the way to 2011. Mind you, 2011 is when he came in contact with Lashonda. That's when they met. I don't know if they met through social media or if they met in person. That information was not online anywhere. But nonetheless, y'all, by the age of 20, this man had already had 15 offenses that he was not prosecuted for, but he had actually been booked for. As time passed by, Lashonda was finally ready to date again, and she started going out with another man. The name of the other man was not disclosed, but she did have a boyfriend. They did not say how long they were dating or anything, but basically she was seeing other people and dating other people. Lashonda was a very social person. She would post on Facebook a lot, and she told Facebook that she had moved on with her life and that she was dating other people. And as we know, Tradell, he was watching her Facebook, watching all of her whereabouts. He just couldn't let go.
That same look, if y'all ever see him walking around in an Adidas jogging suit, I bought him that 2 years ago. And he done went and got it patched up. It got holes in it. He done went and got it patched up, all that. Like, boy, you're a bum. You're a whole bum. Nigga got them same shoes from when I first met him. Like, you're a bum. On your mama, you're a bum. Like, for real. Niggas can't never try to shit on me. Can't never try to shit on me. And he's blowing me down as we speak. My phone is on Do Not Disturb, and I got several missed calls from this nigga. You feel me? Several restraining orders
about to
from this
pull up,
nigga.
bro. We about to go pull another Princeton. Fuck it. I woke up on it today.
Boy, his sister is about 40 years old. I swear to God, I will make, stab, tase, shoot all these bitches, and that's on my child. On my child. Never. These niggas think I'm about to play with them. I'm about to pull up and mace everybody, y'all. Like, oh my daddy, I'm about to pull up and mace everybody. I'm talking about I'm gonna pull up.
I'll pull up.
Hat
I could whoop.
down,
I'll whoop a nigga before I go to work.
like all that, like keep on. And then he got a warrant. He can't do nothing to me. He got a warrant because you missed court. So what are you gonna do? Cause call the police. You going to jail? Like,
I ain't bickering over no
I'm about to
warrants.
bring my dog over there. It's like it's about to be a whole motherfucking riot, y'all. Like, swear to God. I've been like we did the gay dudes. Girl, just like we did the gay dudes. Like, I'm about to make everybody in his...
Also, y'all, the sun is setting, so please excuse the lighting in this video. But again, he violated the restraining order and he came in contact with her. He was sentenced on a 180-day sentence, but he only served 19 days in jail. As a condition of his relief, Goodwin was ordered to not have contact with Childs and was required to receive counseling, but it seems that he never received any counseling. On September the 10th, 2018, Goodwin was ordered to continue his probation for another year, pursuant to the conditions imposed on October the 24th, 2018. However, on September the 25th, his attorney filed a motion to terminate the probation. This seemed to be the end of Lashonda's problems, but it was only the beginning. On October the 2nd, Lashonda was on a date with her new boyfriend, and they were on their way back to confront Goodwin. This part kind of tripped me up, y'all, because I did not know why she was meeting with Goodwin, and it didn't really give me much information on Goodwin's current boyfriend at that time. But I think her current boyfriend was a bit of a hothead, because if I'm currently dating someone and she has told you that this man has assaulted her multiple times, he was just in jail for violating the restraining order, and he's been harassing her for years, and she's been trying to get away from him, what makes you think he's gonna stop at crazy with you? Like, why would you go and meet him? So I don't know. It did not say whether they was meeting him because the boyfriend wanted to talk or the boyfriend wanted to fight. I don't really know why she was meeting him, but it just stated that the boyfriend and Lashonda went to meet Trudell to confront him about a situation, and I'm sure it had to do with him confronting, it had to do with him harassing her, but I don't know what made them think that that would have been a good idea. Lashonda's boyfriend got into an argument with him, but before things heated up, Lashonda realized the situation was about to get deadly. So she told the new boyfriend to get in the car and drive away. As the two were driving away, Goodman shot into the car multiple times and it hit Lashonda in the head. But before he shot into the car, Lashonda did call the police because she seen things was escalating quickly, and I'm sure she realized that Goodwin had a gun on him. So she called the police, and during the call she sounded very frantic, and she was saying that they needed to get there quickly because she was scared, and she told them that Goodwin had a gun. Following to the incident, law enforcement officials were dispatched multiple locations. Avenue was cornered off, and an investigation proceeded in the Grandview Medical Center upon discovering that the victim had been transported there. Several residents in the vicinity who were interviewed by Homicide and Special Victims Unit detectives reported hearing numerous gunshots and potentially witnessing a vehicle speeding away from the area. Sarah Wolf Knight, the grant and advocacy manager of Dayton, was stated that protective orders were not always enough to save lives in cases like Child's. She said, and quoted, "When you have a high risk of violence or death, sometimes it's still not enough." Unfortunately, Lashonda's situation was not unique. Women in every county every day get killed in domestic violence situations because there are firearms present. So we are really working closely with legislative leaders. Goodwin made an appearance in court where his bail was set at $1 million. He was then held at the Montgomery County Jail and was scheduled for another court appearance on October the 16th. But Goodwin's trial did not start on the morning of October the 16th, 2019, as he pled guilty to multiple charges against him, including murder, felonies, assault, and weapon charges. He later asked to withdraw his plea, but his request was overturned. He finally appeared in Montgomery County Common Plea Court before Judge Dennis Aking for his verdict, and the judge sentenced Goodwin to 18 years in prison. Goodwin's father, who chose not to be identified, talked to the Dayton County Police and expressed his condolences to both family, but especially to the victim's family. However, he disagreed with the idea that his son was a terrible person and urged people to not judge him too harshly. He suggested that people should wait for the verdict before deciding on his son's guilt, and that anyone who commits a crime should be punished accordingly. Jalen, Lashonda's brother, described his sister as having a vibrant personality. He mentioned that she was in the process of leaving Goodwin, but their relationship was characterized by fatal attraction. Jalen expressed that justice being served may bring some peace to the family. This story just really touched me. Definitely just being someone, not now, but when I was younger, when I was like 17, 18, 19, I personally didn't see anything wrong with dating like an older man, and I honestly thought it was cool. And a lot of girls around me and my peers around that time, they would also think it was cool too. Like, they literally aimed to date older men. Like, they would ask men their age, and if they were under maybe like 25, they wouldn't date them because they deemed older men as being more intelligent, being more just able to provide, in this industry, they like to tell us like, oh, date someone that's older because he can provide like financial security. And y'all know the era, this was the era of sugar babies, and girls are still being sugar babies and having sugar daddies. But around 2017, 2018, that was, I was actually in college around that time, and that was like the sugar baby, sugar daddy era. And I think at that time I also was dating an older man. And now that I'm older, I remember when I first told my mother I was dating an older man at that time, she was just like super worried about me. And she was just like, I don't think that's smart. Like, how did y'all meet? Like, she was just very concerned, y'all. And at that time, it did not make sense to me. You know, I just thought, like, oh, he's older. He got an apartment. He got this. You know how, like, when you're younger and you're dating an older man, little things impress you. And now that I'm older, and I see younger girls dating older men, I feel like a lot of older men date younger women just because they know that they can control them. You won't date somebody your age because they already know the game, they already know the signs, they already, you know, been through the turmoil. Like, we older, like we been there, done that. So that's a lot of reason why older men that are abusive and they know how to manipulate women, they choose to date younger women. So personally, I just sending my condolences to Lashonda's family because that happened back in 2018, which was honestly not that long ago. And y'all know the holidays are coming up, so it's really sad that this situation turned out this way. And there's a bunch of situations that ended with these same results, but this one just really hit close to home just simply because I was that girl that would be dating a younger guy. And they also did state that she tried to leave him after he told her that he was 20, after they had already been seeing each other. She tried to leave him, but that's when another altercation broke out when he shot the house up, which is crazy. That's how you knew she was really dealing with a lunatic, because a lot of times men, they will only abuse their woman and they won't abuse anybody else, or they would try to keep things, you know, closed off and private, or they would, like, you know, they would show up and show face in front of family and friends, and it's like, oh wow, I would have never expected this person to do this. But her family very well knew that he was capable of doing something like this. If he shot at their house, shot at the brother, held a gunpoint to the new boyfriend's head, like, this is someone that's crazy. And she even stated on her Facebook post that he was on some time that's like, if I can't have you, no one else can have you. And when you're dealing with a man that's crazy like that, you just need to cut ties altogether. Like, even if that's just relocating, period, because they won't let go. They can't let go. And like I said, this was not his first time. He had went to jail multiple times for assault, battery, and just all types of crimes that he never got charged for. And I personally feel like in this case, the authorities do have some responsibility of her death, because it's just like, this man violated the restraining order how many times? He went to jail, y'all let him out 18 days later, and now this situation happens, which is crazy. But y'all know what they say, if a man watch how a man treats his mother, his sister, or any woman in his life that's supposed to be close to him. If he treats her terrible, that means that he will do you worse. So again, thank y'all so much for watching this video. If y'all would like me to do another true crime story, make sure y'all send it to my Instagram, and send me different ones. Don't all send me ones that have to do with boyfriends killing their girlfriends, because when I was going through looking for stories, this one, I told y'all, this one resonated with me. That's why I chose this one. But again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace.
Go. And that's cool with me. Like, let that hair go. Fuck, talk about me not wearing makeup. Bitch, I don't got no eyebrows. That's why I wear makeup. A bitch is still bad. I look exactly the same, just with eyebrows. Like, nah. Like, quit playing with me. Fuck, my hair is all fucked up. Got me on live looking like a rat. I don't even do this. But anyway, since y'all on here, I got a new service coming in August. I'ma sell asses, titties, waxes, facials, all that. Literally selling asses. So what's up? Fuck. Young entrepreneur that had 2 houses, 3 cars, all that. Been had money. Fuck. And this nigga, okay. And this nigga tripping, like, real life tripping on me. Like, I seriously woke up with 300 missed calls from this nigga. Cuz, like, this, bruh. to get out here. Someone line them up with a paper plate. Okay, promote your shit, babe.